Number 10. Bet you I can rub my fingers together until they smoke. Before we explain this one, we need to give out a quick warning. There are residues used in this trick that are toxic if consumed. So be sure to thoroughly wash your hands following this performance. Also, you may want to prepare this trick in advance. With that out of the way, here's how you can make your fingers smoke just by rubbing them together. You'll need an ashtray, a lighter, and an empty matchbox. Tear off the striker strip from the matchbox and fold it in half down the length of the strip. Place the now folded strip into the ashtray, and light the strip on fire with the lighter. Let it burn for 5 to 10 seconds, and then blow it out and remove the remnants. When you remove what remains, you should see a black and yellow residue on the ashtray. Scoop up some of the residue, and start to rub your index finger and thumb together. Within a couple seconds, smoke should start to appear as the chemicals mix, but don't worry, there's no fire. As previously stated, make sure to wash your hands after you win that bet. Number 9. Bet you can't flick a matchbox so it stands on its side. This trick requires precision, skill, and absolute concentration. Just kidding. It only requires some sleight of hand, a flat surface, and a full matchbox. Begin by placing the closed matchbox with the opening facing up flat on the table, and bet the other party that they can't flick the box onto its side and have it stay there. Show them that it's an easy task by flipping the matchbox yourself and getting it right on the first try. Obviously, practice this trick a few times in advance. Having just seen you do it, the other party should consider the bet to be a for sure win for them, and fingers crossed, take you up on it. Say it's their turn, but be sure to place the matchbox with the opening face down. This new placement ensures that it'll be pretty much impossible for the other party to flip the matchbox, as the now shifting matches will move around and almost always throw off the balance. Make sure that after each failed attempt that you're the one to reset the matchbox, and that the opening is still face down, or you'll be the one buying drinks that night. Number 8. Bet I can make this coin fall into the bottle. What's easier than forcing a square block into a round hole on a children's toy? That's an easy one, putting the circle block into the circle hole. But now try doing that without touching either the block or the hole. The same principle comes into effect for this next trick, which requires an empty beer bottle, a small coin, 2 toothpicks, and a glass of water. Place the empty beer bottle on the table and put the 2 toothpicks on top of the beer bottle such that they would stop the penny from going through, and then place the coin flat on the picks. Bet the other party that you can put the coin into the bottle without touching the bottle, the toothpicks, or the penny. Give them a chance to try and do it themselves, and when they fail, they, thinking that this task is pretty much impossible, will accept and watch as you prove them wrong. Take a spoonful of water and pour a couple of drops on one of the toothpicks. The water will make the toothpicks expand slightly, causing them to shift and separate. Within 10 to 15 seconds, the toothpicks will make a big enough gap to allow the coin to drop through to the bottle, making you the victor. Number 7. Bet I can separate these cups. This is the simplest of all tricks here, yet it's one of the most effective. All you need is 2 plastic cups and a poor sap who's gonna soon owe you a beer. Place one cup into another and lay them flat on their sides. Separate the cups a little bit so that there's only a small gap. Bet the other party that you can separate these 2 cups without touching them. The other party might be a bit skeptical, so you might need to make the bet a little bit more enticing for them and say that if you lose, you'll throw in $5 as well as a beer. Or something like that, I don't know. The potential for the extra money will make the risk worth the reward, and you'll have secured your chump. Simply blow on the gap between the 2 cups to separate them, allowing you to fill up one of the cups with the free beer that you are about to receive. Number 6. Bet I can remove this trapped coin. Most of these tricks require that you know something that the other party doesn't, and using it to your advantage. This trick is no exception. For this trick, you need a matchbox, 2 matches, a coin, and a lighter, which will act as your secret weapon. Open the matchbox slightly and place it on a table with the opening facing up. Then place the coin on top of the box. Place the 2 matches so that one is being held up straight in the opening of the box, and the other one is leaning up against it with the tail end on the coin. Make sure that the heads of the matches are leaning up against each other, because this is crucial for the trick to work. Bet the other party that you can remove the coin without touching the matches. This will seem improbable and the other party will probably accept. Take out your secret weapon, your lighter, and light both of the heads on fire. The heads will start to burn and then melt together. Since the match that's standing up is being held in place by the opening of the matchbox, the match that is resting on the coin will be lifted up as the matches burn. This will allow you to easily slide out the coin and receive your free drink. Number 5. Bet you I can balance a coin and a credit card on the rim of a glass. This trick requires a credit or debit card, a half-filled glass of water, a coin, and another glass of water. Place the half-filled cup of water on the table and balance the flat card on the edge of the cup. Bet the other party that they can't balance the card with a coin on the outside of the card. Have them give it a try, and when they fail a dozen or so times, offer to prove that it is possible in exchange for a drink. When they accept, take the other glass of water and pour it into the cup until it is full to the brim. Replace the card on the edge of the cup and place the coin on the outside of the card. It will now balance, rendering the other party shocked and in your debt. Number 4. Bet you can't do what I can do. This trick heavily relies on the inability of the other party to pay attention to fine details, so we suggest that you save it for later on in the night. You can use things like coins or toothpicks or whatever else you have, but you need to ensure that you have 2 of it and 2 glasses of water or some other drink. Bet the other party that they can't do everything that you can do. This is just like an adult version of Simon Says, so most likely the other party will accept. Start doing simple things like moving your coin or other object while patting your head or saying some cryptic jargon. It doesn't really matter, it's just a diversion. Keep doing this for a few minutes and then take a big drink of whatever refreshment you have in front of you. But don't swallow. The other party will follow suit, and if it all goes to plan, will hopefully swallow their drink. Next, all you have to do is spit your drink back into the cup. Since they won't be able to follow suit, you win. Number 3. 3 pints versus 3 shots. To keep everything fun in a bar bet, one of the most important things you must do is follow your own rules. But that doesn't mean you can't bend them. You will need to buy 3 pints of beer and 3 shots of some kind. Find a friend who looks thirsty and bet them that you can drink 3 pints faster than they can drink 3 shots. With one rule. You can't touch each other's glasses. Only a fool will consider this a bad bet. And they'll probably take you up on it. Now here is where you do require some skill and or alcoholism, as you need to chug 1 pint before they can drink all 3 shots. If you achieve this, you win. After you're done 1 drink, place it over the top of one of the full shot glasses. Since they are not allowed to touch your glass, they will be unable to finish their shots, meaning you can take your time drinking to victory. Number 2. Bet you I can think of more unique words in 30 seconds. Speaking fast is generally reserved for rappers, politicians, or used car salesmen. But don't worry, that skill is not actually needed. The only thing you will need is an unsuspecting second party. Bet them that you can think of more words in under 30 seconds than them. And to make it a real challenge, neither of one can use words like A's, B's, or C's. This bet may be a little difficult to talk them into, but be sure that if they are belligerent enough, they'll eventually agree. Pull out your phone and time them for 30 seconds, starting when they say to. Keep track of how many they come up with, but really it doesn't matter. Unless they are speed talking champions, all you need to do to win is count up from 1 to their word count number. Each number until you hit the thousands meet the given conditions, and you should finish with enough time to gloat. Number 1. The magical drink. The rest of these tricks generally rely on cheap gimmicks and bending the rules. And to be fair, this one does too. But it's also by far the coolest of the lot. You will require a bottle filled with a drink, a bendy straw, and a cup. Place the bendy straw in the bottle and bet the other party that you can transfer half the liquid in the bottle to the cup, but without moving the bottle or sucking on the straw. If they don't know the trick, then they will deem it impossible, and they'll take the bet. To secure a win and a free drink, all you have to do is bend the straw towards the glass, cover the top of the bottle with your mouth, and blow. This will force the liquid through the straw and into the glass.